One of our two card sharkers can win this brand new card. It is the Ford Fusion that is valued at $21,700. We'll see what happens as we play Card Sharks. And here's the star of Card Sharks, Rodney1279. Hello, everybody.
There we go.
Well, you're looking at it, the Ford Fusion that will be won later on in the show today. But that will happen later. Right now, let's move the camera. Let's move it back here and move it to the game board here. And I have to move the game board right in front of the camera. And there we go. We're ready to do our Card Sharks game. Now, we're going to start off with our returning champion who has won one game and $7,000 to his credit, Gary Newkirk. And I heard, Gary, you have some good news.
I do. Ladies and gentlemen, tonight, live pronounced here for the Rodney1279 channel, I just reached 100 subscribers.
Oh, congratulations, Gary.
Thank you. Thank you, Rodney.
Right, that's a big accomplishment. I know I made 100 subscribers in December, but that is a huge accomplishment, sir. I congratulate you on doing that achievement.
Thank you.
And we have our challenger right now who has not played Card Sharks in a while. In fact, he was my very first contestant on Card Sharks. It is leafsfan18, aka Mark Leota. How you doing, sir?
Hi. Oh, let's go.
You ready to win some cash?
Oh, I am ready, sir.
And I have good news, Mark. We got a new bonus game that could win you a car and a potential $32,000 later.
All right.
So, yeah, you came on the right day. But let's get right into this game. Y'all know the rules, but I'm going to explain to the YouTubers out there how this game is played. What these two guys are going to do is they're going to predict high and low on the card that comes before it. Or they're going to predict whether each card is higher or lower than the one before it. Whoever accurately predicts what the last card is, whether it's higher or lower than the one before it, will win the game and $500. It takes 2 games to win a match. The first to win 2 games win $1,000 and go to the bonus round for $32,000 and a shot at a card. And also, y'all know about the Joker cards, because if you hit a Joker card, it's a $1,000 bonus. So
and a reminder to you two, I was the first one who actually got all the Joker cards.
That's right. He had all 3 Jokers out of the deck. Yep. So with all that said, we're ready to play Card Sharks. And the first question always goes to the champion. And in this case, is Gary. And I wish the both of y'all good luck. Gary, we found 100 people who have a pig as a pet. And asked them, do you ever let your pet pig share your bed? How many pig owners do let their pig share their bed with them? Their pet pig, that is.
Well, I actually have a friend from school who actually does have a pet pig and does them share his bed with them. Let's say that's going to be sort of a low number. I'm going to say that's going to be around at least 44.
Going with 44. All right, Mark. Is it higher or lower than 44?
Higher.
Going higher. Now, Mark, if it is higher than 44, you'll play your cards. If it's not higher than 44, it goes to Gary. So here it is. The actual number of pig owners that said that they do let their pig share their bed with them is. It is 11. It is not higher. It is lower, so Gary gets it.
Nice.
All right, Gary, here's your opening card. Your opening card is a 6, Gary.
Alright, I'm going to change that card because I do have the ability to change it. That 6 is going in the incinerator.
Okay, and you're right. If you win the question, you got the power to change your card. The 6 becomes an 8. 7 plus 1. So, what do you think? Higher or lower than the 8?
Alright, I thought about this because that 8 is sort of a crazy number, but I'm going to say it's going to be just a slad. I don't know, because that 8's a middle number. I'm going to say it's going to be a slad bit lower.
Lower than the 8. No, it's a jack.
Dang it.
So, Mark, control goes to you. You got a free chance at the cards, but you have to play this card, Mark.
Okay.
It's a 10.
Let's try lower.
Lower than a 10. No, it's a queen.
Ooh.
These cards are mean early. So let's reset these cards.
Wow. Me and Mark both made it.
And we go to our next question. Okay, the next question goes to Mark. Mark, we polled 100 beauty pageant contestants and asked them, do you think your legs are too fat? How many beauty pageant contestants say yes?
Okay, I'm gonna go with 35.
Go on with 35. All right, Gary, is it higher or lower than 35?
Higher.
Going higher. All righty, let's check it out. The actual number of beauty pageant contestants that say yes, their legs are too fat is... It is 36. It is higher, Gary. You was 1 off, Mark.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it is 36. So Gary gets it. Now, Gary, you have the 8. 7 plus 1. What are you going to do with it?
Can I put the incinerator?
Yes, you can. You want to change it?
It goes bye-bye.
All right. The 8 becomes a 10.
Lower.
What do you say?
Lower.
Lower than a 10. Oh no, it's an ace.
Dang it.
Mark, controls goes to you. You have to play off the 10.
Let's try lower again.
Lower than a 10. No, it's an ace.
Oh, no.
Man, these cards are mean.
Me have the tough cards today.
Yep. No progress either way. And we go to the next question, and the next question goes to Gary.
Good thing you pronounced my name right, because it's not Jerry.
Right, that was in the other show. But anyway, here it goes. We asked 100 married women, which do you say to your husband more often? I love you, or do you love me? How many women say I love you more often?
Ooh, that's going to be a pretty middle number. I'm going to say that's going to be around at least 57.
Going 57. All right, Mark. Is it higher or lower than 57?
Let's try a little bit lower.
Going lower than 57. Okay, let's check it out. The actual number of husbands that said, or excuse me, the actual number of women that says that I love you more often is... It is 73. It's not lower. It is higher. So, Gary, you get it.
All right.
Gary, you got the 10. What do you think about that 10?
I'm going to do it again. I'm going to change it.
Changing the 10.
I get a good card.
The 10 becomes an 8. 7 plus 1. We got some mean cards today.
All right, since the last one sorts me over a little bit, I'm going to say it's higher.
Higher than the 8. Higher than the 8. No, it's a 2. These cards are mean. Mark, you still have the 10.
Third time's got to be the charm. Lower.
Lower than a 10. It's a 6. Finally, somebody got off the base card. You have the 6, Mark.
Freeze.
Freeze on the 6. Let me get the freeze bar.
off the base.
Yep. And we're into our sudden death question. Somebody must win on display of the card, so control is very critical. This question goes to Mark. Mark, we asked 100 airline pilots, if you were a passenger on a plane and discovered the pilot was a woman, would it make you nervous? How many pilots said it would make them nervous that it was a woman?
72.
What did you say?
72.
Going with 72. Alright, Gary, is it higher or lower than 72?
Lower.
Going lower. This is very important. Alright, the actual number of pilots that said that will make them nervous that a woman is flying that plane is 21. It is lower. Good job, Gary. Now here's the situation, Gary. You have an 8 and you have the power to change the card, but you have 4 cards to go in order to win the game. Mark has the 6, but he does not have the power to change that 6, and he has 3 cards to go. You can play the cards yourself or pass them to Mark and force him to play. What's your decision?
I'm going to play.
You want to play the 8, and you want to keep the 8?
I'm going to keep it. I got to get at least something good.
Alright, here we go.
So the 8's going to the incinerator, Gary? Yeah.
The 8 becomes a 6. Now, Gary, you have to be right on every card, or otherwise Mark wins the game. Call it, higher or lower than 6.
Alright, for just this, because this card gets me nervous because it's in middle range, I have a feeling it's got to be higher.
Higher than the 6. It's a jack. Keep going.
Lower.
Lower than a jack. It's a 9. Keep going.
Oh gosh, I can't freeze.
Right, you have to keep going. It's sudden death.
Oh man. Oh gosh. Man, I'm really shaking me now. Okay. For a guess. Lower.
Lower than a 9. No, it's a king, and Mark has won the first game.
All right. Barnacles. And a rather interesting footnote about that is I ended up winning that first round despite not winning a single question.
Right. And with all that said,
Too often, huh?
right. With all that said, Mark, you have $500. You're 1 game away from winning the match. So good for you. And we're going to take a short commercial break, guys. And when we come back, we'll do round 2 of Card Sharks. Stay tuned, everybody.